On the religious side, marriage is defined as commitment between a man and a woman and the ultimate expression of love. However, in recent years, homosexual relationships have increased greatly in our nation, and in some states have also been accepted. As a group, we believe same-sex marriages should be legal because everybody has a right to love whatever gender they want. And according to gaymarriages.procon.org, gay marriage is protected by the Constitution's commitment to liberty and equality.
Okay, if you look at your handout, we're going to be reading a few points just so everybody can notice them. You see the first one, September 21st, 1996, President Clinton signs the Defense of Marriage Act, banning federal recognition of same-sex marriage and defining marriage as a legal union between one man and one woman as husband and wife. And then we'll jump down to, I guess, in 2003, November 18th, the Massachusetts Supreme Court rules that a ban on same-sex marriage is unconstitutional. And then, yeah. So if you notice the handout, you'll see some of the points that happen. And then Romaine is going to ask some questions.
Okay, first question. I would like to know what's your guys' opinion on nationwide legalization of same-sex marriage?
Okay, it's hard to say, like, 'cause in my religion, it says, like, same-sex marriage is not right, it's not good. But, like, I do have friends that are, like, homosexuals and stuff like that. So, I mean, like, I don't have a problem with them. Like, they're just people like everybody else. They just choose a different sexuality. So, in my opinion, is, I mean, if they want to do what they're going to do, like, they're going to do it, but at the end of the day, they're going to have to answer to a higher power. So, it's not really up to me to decide, like, if it's wrong or right. If that makes sense.
Anybody else? Well, we have a little visual handout to show you some of the population views. You just want to take one and pass it back as you look at it.
Okay, thank you.
As it reads, you see the navy blue ones are just recent polls or ballot votes that show a majority of the state's population that supports the same-sex marriage. So that means that the ones that are navy blue, most of them are, oh, pass it back so everybody can see. So that means everybody that's majority in the state, like, supports it. And then the red ones show that recent polls are, like, less than majority of the state's population opposing same-sex marriage. So it means most of the people in these red states do not support same-sex marriage. And then in the light blue ones, you see that, they show that majority of the states, again, opposes same-sex marriage.
All right, second question is, what do you guys think are some of the pros and cons of same-sex marriage? Pros and cons.
Well, well,
Go ahead.
a pro to me is it gives everybody like the same right. Cause like when I think of, cause in high school we did like rallies and stuff to support like gay pride and stuff. And like a pro to me is it gives everybody for them to the opportunity to be treated like equals. Cause I look at like discrimination against homosexuals as a form of like, you know how we have racial discrimination? I kind of connected to that. Because they're being discriminated against just because of their sexuality. So I mean it's a pro because it gives them opportunity to like be treated equally and get the same equal rights and opportunities as everybody else and not be judged on their sexuality. And the con to me is I don't see how like, okay, a child can be raised in an environment appropriately. Because it's like it restricts them to one way of living. So I think to me that's a con of it, but at the end of the day, I mean anything is possible. Nothing's impossible. So that's my opinion.
Anybody else? Nobody? That's so quiet. Okay, we have another handout that you can pass back of pros and cons. Thank you.
Okay.
About same-sex marriage that you can read on. And then just to give a few points, like number 4, a pro is saying that like the non-married is a form of minority discrimination. So, you know, America is known as a free country, and then, but we're against like one view. So it kind of is a, anyway. And then a con is that, again, most religions consider homosexuality as a sin. So that's a big one.
Okay, third question. Like she mentioned earlier, do you guys believe that same-sex marriage affects the way children grow up?
Say it, right?
Anybody? I'm good. I ain't gonna say nothing. Cause I'm not.
Well, my
Everybody
view
is for same-sex marriage in the classroom. That's
No,
my assumption.
I'm not.
Couldn't say so.
I'm not for same-sex marriage, but I don't have a problem. Like, I'm not a homophobe, but I'm just against same-sex marriage. I ain't to the point that isn't okay. In the Bible, I'm not. Yeah, if y'all know what Sodom and Gomorrah, they were 2 gay males in the city. Among other things, is rape and ideology and things were going on in the city. But Abraham went to God because God was about to destroy the city. He was like, I find 50 righteous men, can not destroy the city. So God said, okay. He went back, couldn't find 50. Kept going back to God, reducing them, all the way together in one. He said, can I find one righteous man? He couldn't find him, so God destroyed the city. So you can see how, if we are based on, we trust God, and God we trust, that's on our dollar bill. And y'all see, if he destroyed the city over just homosexuality, among the other sins that are going on, you can see how hard he takes that. So if we're basically, as the United States, kind of contradicting ourselves, how can we believe in God? And God we trust, ask him to do things for us, but then go against his word. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just a contradiction on everybody's part. Now, I mean, I have gay friends, dudes and females. Like, I only got like 2 dudes. But, I mean, I'm serious. Like, I really like, what's up, blah, blah, blah. They act like dudes around me, but they act like females around whoever, blah, blah, blah. They know, like, I ain't on that. But, you know what I'm saying? I have gay friends. I'm not a homophobe, but I do tell them, like, this is not the life you should be living. You know what I'm saying? So,
Amen.
Okay. Well, for me, for the third question about how a child is raised, I mean, I know in some ways it's kind of awkward because you don't have the 2, like the male or female, like parents to raise you. But then I have my friend Katie, whose dads are gay, and she has 2 dads. But her mom's still in her life, so she still gets that female part of like being raised. And like, she's perfectly fine. She's not gay. She acts normal to me, but I guess it just depends on how you're raised and how, like, your parents explain it to you. Because I feel like if you don't get that guidance or the explanation, then you're going to be lost and confused about your parents being in the same sex.
I also think having turned the children gay, because like, seriously, I have a friend with her parents, she has 2 females in her family that are raising her. Now, she's growing up and she's saying she's gay, and her brother is actually like, you know, kind of like feminine because he's dealing with females all through his life. He doesn't have a male figure in his life. Now, personally, I don't believe that he is really gay. I just think he needs to find himself because he's just around females. That's all he sees. You become feminine, you become bi. I don't believe she's fully gay either. That's just what she sees. So you've been growing up with just saying, your mother with a female, your mother with a female. And you know, as a woman, you look up to your mother. As a dude, you look up to your father. So if he has no father figure, he sees 2 women in the house. That be like, oh, mom's with, you know, somebody that looks like her, so I can be with somebody that looks like me. And she's looking up to her mother like, I can do what mom do, because that's what mom does, that's what mom likes, so why can't I like that? So I believe in think that they came out gay, like, you know, some people can come out gay. I just think that's what they see and that's what they know, so that's what they're going at. Now, once they get old, I think they might see that they are actually straight. They just confused right now, especially at the young age of 12 or 15. So, I mean, it's a lot of influential people in their life right now. Like, you just listen as a kid, you hear what people say, and it's like, okay, well, blah, 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 especially if it's an adult that you look up to. So, I mean, that's all they see.
What about single moms, like kids in room with only one mother?
I mean, I had a single mother, but I also had to step out at 11 years old. And my mother was my mother and my father at the time until I became 11, until my stepfather came in my life, and he's had a big influence in my life. But my mother drew that boundary. Like I've been in the Word since I was, day one. So it was like I knew those things. I knew of my father. I knew I had a father. It just wasn't in my life. So I mean, it's just the single mom thing is kind of a different touch, because your mother does, as a single mom, she does let you know that you do have a father. If you want to get in touch with them, blah, 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 unless she's just a mother that really doesn't care. So you do know of a male figure, and a male figure that has had you. It's just not you have two women in your house. Just straight, like, you don't have no father. It's just you got two women.
Well, I'm going to give my reason why I'm for same-sex marriage, because back to the religious side, like for me, I'm not gay, and so I feel like God's not going to punish me because that person is gay. So I feel like they want to do that, that's their sin, that's their problem, it's not mine, because I'm my own person. And so the reason why I'm for it is because, then again, it's not my business. So I just feel like they want to do what they want to do, that's them. So why should I feel like I have to judge them or feel like be against them just because they want to be with whoever they want to be?
I say my view. I just don't care. Like, you can like whoever you want. Like, that's not my problem. I like dudes, so I don't care if you like the same sex or the opposite sex. Like, whatever makes you happy, go ahead.
So when you think, you said if you call it a problem, do you think that if they were the same sex couple and there was physical abuse, does it then become an issue? Does it then become your problem? Or do you just say, I don't care, that's their problem? Do you not become involved?
Within the relationship?
Excuse me?
Physical abuse within the relationship?
Yeah, physical abuse.
I mean, if it's like family or like a close friend, then yeah, it becomes my problem.
But if you see it, if you know.
I was told to mind my business. When I grew up, I was told to mind my business.
So it doesn't matter what's going on, it's just not your business. You don't become involved.
I was told if it ain't your business, mind it. Because then it becomes your problem. And that.
Well, I got a question about same sex, because even though it's only 2 boys in the class right now, a lot of males feel as though it's okay for girls to be gay, and then if it's 2 boys, it's an issue. But I don't see like what's the issue.
I guess because, not like saying everybody's like this, but you know how like majority of the males, like they try to portray the feminine side of life, and so it's like, oh, this is kind of awkward, you're wearing heels, you have a lipstick, so it's like, I don't know how to take this. But then again, I guess because females, they try to portray, not all of them portray like male figures. So I don't know. That's confusing.
I think it's
Ms.
just double
Perez, how
standard.
do you feel?
Well, my decision is based solely on religion, and I base it on the scriptures that he just quoted. So I don't hate them. I think that you should love them. I think you should treat them with respect. I don't think you should disrespect them just because of who they are. But in the same standard, I don't have to agree with their lifestyle. And so I don't agree with the lifestyle because for me, it's wrong in the sight of God and in my religion. But as long as they don't do it in front of me, then, yeah. I don't think they should not be ostracized. Some churches don't allow them to come in.
Yeah.
And I think they should be allowed to come in because being a Christian, you should show love to everybody.
Because you're not God.
And so, yeah, you shouldn't judge.
Because in my religion, I believe in God. I'm Christian, but I'm Seventh-day Adventist. And like, it's this boy, he goes to this school and he's gay. And people know it, but like, I guess they're all in his business to the fact that if he has a boyfriend, they want to go to the pastor to the point where he had to go to his house and talk to him. But like, if he like boys, he don't like boys. I mean, he like girls and boys, but he goes to boys more because I guess he was hurt in the past. So I mean, like she said, that ain't nobody else's business. If you like a boy and you a boy, you just like a girl and you a girl. If that's what make you happy, if that's what makes you happy, then go for it. Because I have a lot of gay friends and they do what they gotta do. So I mean, like, you know, but if it gets so physical or something, yeah, I'm gonna have an issue because I know you're my friend. So I'm gonna step up and I'm gonna say something. But other than that, it don't got nothing to do with me. Because like I said, I like boys, and my mom worked and told me I was to like a girl to make the Charlotte. So yeah.
I think it's courageous when
Come back to
students
Charlotte.
speak up, or when a person speak up, you know, saying it's okay for you to live that lifestyle. I don't agree with it, but, you know, I like what he said, you know, I don't agree with the lifestyle, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna be your friend. So I think that's a strong position to make.
Anybody?
All right, we got 2 minutes. Keep going.
Okay, here's my closing statement. In today's America, we are given the right to express ourselves freely. So why should someone's sexual purpose be any different if that's just another way of expressing your feelings towards someone else? Vice President Joe Biden stated in his debate that he was comfortable with same-sex marriage, and President Obama agreed. So why can't people come to an agreement and let others express themselves freely? America claims to be the land of the free, but we are pigeonholed homosexuals in their relationship. Who are we to determine a couple's choice to be together in a legal marriage if they both love each other and care about each other, whether they are opposite sex or the same sex? Thank you.